Okay, guys, this video is about how to get robbed. That's right, how to get robbed. Follow along.
You're watching DC-born Rob, Erasing Borders. And now, the news.
Okay, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever it is you're located. Thanks for watching. You're watching DC-born Rob, Erasing Borders. I'm DC Rob. Thank you guys for watching. Number one, thanks for all the donations, all the kind comments in the comment section. Much appreciated. Again, this video is about how to get robbed. In other words, how to respond when you get robbed. Between me and you, let's talk right quick. I think, and this comes from just my knowledge of growing up around crime, being involved in crime, and reading the comments section and watching all these stories that are continuing to happen every day. Again, I'm not going to apologize for putting out the news. If you say it's negative, the news may be negative. These past few weeks have been rough for tourists. It's not always like this. It just so happened to be this way. And those happen to be the stories of the day. And those are the stories that I post. So I'm not going to feel any kind of negative way about myself or putting out the news. This is what I have elected to do to keep you guys informed as far as what's going on in Colombia before you go, while you're there, and when you return, because you probably want to go back. This stuff doesn't happen to everybody. But one thing I want to say is please stop commenting. I've been there 10 times and never happened to me. That I don't get, because most of the people, if you go back and check my stories out, it says that this person has been there 4 or 5 times, 8 or 9 times, 10 or 15 years. So they said the same thing before. Anybody can get got that first time. It's just an unfortunate incident. It didn't have to occur. So I'm doing this video basically to discuss how being prepared. Because honestly, I think from reading all the comments and watching the videos, and I watch these videos over and over again, they may be of a robbery. There's so many more robberies and shootings to go on for. So for everybody who thinks that I'm putting out negative news, if I put out the local news, you guys would definitely not go. Okay, this stuff, somebody is getting robbed, shot, killed every day in Colombia. Okay, but I don't put that out because it has nothing to do with tourists and visitors and so on. And it may be in some obscure area way out in the middle of nowhere. It doesn't matter, because odds are you're safe, especially if you carry yourself properly. You are safe. I feel safe. Again, I don't say go or not go, but I will still go because I feel safe when I go, because I don't put myself in certain circumstances. And even then, I started to ask myself, how would I react? Because I see some of these videos, and I'm going to show videos shortly and rate them on how they got robbed. But I don't know how I would react, because I've never had anybody run in a restaurant and pull a gun on me. So for everybody who criticizes how somebody responds, we're not prepared. I think that's the issue. You're not prepared to be robbed. And that's why I'm doing this video, because I'm going to show you a couple of examples, the best examples of how to respond. And then I'm going to show you a couple others videos. I'm going to jump in here and narrate. Maybe they didn't move as quick as they should have. They didn't give it up properly, or they thought they could reach for the gun. You just have to be prepared. And I'm going to show you my top 2 examples at the end. So stay to the end, because those are going to show you this is how you respond to getting robbed. But first of all, let's be prepared. Let's not wear jewelry. Okay, stop with the baseball caps. And I know may seem like a lot, but just the whole goal is that this whole list ultimately can be surmised into look like a local. Locals don't wear gym shorts, gym shorts and tennis shoes, flip-flops or those sandals with socks. They just don't dress like that. So when you dress like that, you stand out. They know you're a tourist. Right off the bat, you're a mark, okay? Now, are you the mark that's going to go out and even get drunk and make yourself more of a target? Are you the ones that's throwing money in the air, making it rain? Because you're the targets. On that note, making it rain, let me go back to the nightclub, the video of the hit the other night that happened the same night as the stabbing on the 11th of November, where a gentleman was killed outside of the nightclub. The Club Dubai on Calle Diaz, right on Calle Diaz. That's the busiest street. It's below 43rd, but still right on 10th. Right in front of a crowd of people, just insane. That was a straight up Sicario, and that was a straight up hit. But Read another story, just came out a few days ago. Somebody was inside dancing and talking to the wrong woman. And this guy got hurt. Whatever happened, I don't know if it was him or he got somebody else to do it, but you never know who anybody is. So remember, when you're in a club, just don't stop. When you bumping, you just have a tendency. I think you have a tendency as being Americans, especially if you're from the Northeast. We're just aggressive by nature because we grew up that way. We had to be, to survive. So you see somebody that's, you're 6'2" and he's 5'5", he's 150 pounds and you 220, 6'2", your tendency may be like to bogart him and yo, man, back, but you don't know who anybody is there. You don't know who anybody is there. Remember, you're in somebody else's home too. So would you act that way in somebody else's house? Well, this whole country is their home. You can't act up. You need to act appropriately and humble yourself. So if a little guy comes up to you and go, hey, man, what's the problem? You need to humble yourself because what's the best case scenario going to come out of that? By you getting in a fight, by you pushing back, by you and your boys standing up to him and his boys, you're not at home. Okay, you're not at home. You're not in your house. You cannot escape. If they don't want you to go, unless you got some kind of bulletproof car sitting out front that you can, or out back that you can run out the back door, hop in that car and run straight to the airport. If you don't have that, then you need to humble yourself. This is all my advice. Okay, this is Uncle Rob. This is Big Brother Rob. I'm just passing this information on it. Some of you guys are going to take it. Some of you guys are going to criticize it. That's okay. I do these videos for one person that could possibly get some benefit out of it and possibly come out of some situation unscathed. Okay, but that was a hit because he messed with the wrong person's girl, and who knows if they had words inside or out. So aside of that, back to this. Be prepared. No jewelry, no shorts. Remember and I'll show the video out front of the Energy Living. And again, I seriously think they were followed from the airport. Remember, you may be followed from the airport. As a matter of fact, let's jump into this one right away. This is out front of Energy Living. You should know the place. If you stayed there before, you know that one-way street. So look how they're dressed. Again, track shorts, slippers, socks, and both of them gold chains or some sort of jewelry. Pockets padded, the whole deal. Backpacks, luggage. And you tell me you don't think that either somebody was sitting out front, but you could see the bike pull up. So, but either way, it could have been sitting out front or they were followed from the airport. This is a perfect example of you could possibly be followed from the airport. Remember, Andres has, with Nomad Travel, who is my guy, does airport pickups and drop-offs. His contact information is in the description of all my videos. So be aware that you could be followed from the airport. But I still say, if you weren't using Andres, I would use an Uber. Unless you have some set guy that you just trust. This can happen. If this happens out front of Energy Living, and this is one of the highest class places in town. So be careful. And those guns can go off quick. I'm going to show you another video, so stay tuned. So whenever somebody's on a cell phone, just like during war, when you see somebody on a cell phone, you're in Afghanistan, you military guys ought to notice and like, who's he calling? You need to think the same thing when you land at the airport. Somebody's on the phone. Who they calling? Who's she texting? That girl you with. Who's she texting? And if you can't speak Spanish, let's even start from the basics. You need to learn some Spanish. If you think I've been there 10 times and I do fine with Google Translate, okay. Then you're not going to hear this message either because you survived on that. But I'm just telling you, you're going in somebody else's house, learn their language, learn some basics. You don't have to be fluent. Hell, I'm not fluent, but I can be understood. And depending upon who I'm speaking to, I may feel like I'm fluent. I've had conversations with my Uber drivers. It's like, dang, I speak Spanish. And then there's times I get in there and don't know what the hell is going on. But there's some words that you need to know and that may save your life. Can you even say help? Can you even say help me? How many people right now? Let me see this in the comment section. How many people know how to say help? Can you help me? Can you help me learn this language? Can you help me find my Airbnb? Can you help me get home? Can you help me? I just got robbed. Can you say help? By the way, it's ayúdame. Help me. Puedes ayudarme? Can you help me? I mean, you need to learn that verb, ayudar. Ayudarme. You need to learn that word. So, with that said, learn Spanish, number one, because that's the first thing that's going to save your life. If you can't communicate with the robber and you don't understand what he's saying, I mean, understand the fact that he's got a gun in his hand or a knife in his hand, just be prepared. Okay. So just the basics, blend in. I don't have to go through no jewelry, no watches. And by the way, I put on my cheap watch and I just went to pull this out of my little bag and the time was even right. This thing's still working. I got this from Perriella's. I love Perriella's. And the only reason I bought it is because it came with a couple of these bracelets. So I wanted the bracelets, not the watch. But now this watch is ready to give up. Give it up. If there's nothing you take from this video, those 3 words, give it up. Be prepared to give it up. Okay. So I got a list. Make sure you have, and this is outside of the basics, but some is the basics too. Have a fake wallet or a wallet that's ready to give away. Just a little flat wallet's got some money in it. You just prepared, give it away, little ability kid wallet, whatever it is. If you carry a wallet, I carry a flat wallet if I'm a carry wallet, but there I don't carry a wallet. I got money in my left pocket, right pocket, back, sock. I'm going to tell you. Okay. And I'm not even going to tell you everything how I do it, but you need to put some form of that into practice as well as a pouch. Hopefully I'll pop one on the screen right here. I didn't pull it out the drawer. The money pouch that goes under your waist, under your belt. So, and when they pat in your pockets, they can't feel it. Okay. And the girls can even, when they rub you or grab you, they can't even feel it. I mean, unless you got something fat in there, like a real wallet. But if you just got dollars, then you're straight good. Also carry around low denominations of the peso, some 2 mil, some 5 mil. Just have a wad of low denomination pesos. Or if somebody has fake money, give them the fake money. I wouldn't even, there's no need to carry USD because nobody's going to take your USD anyway. Everybody there is taking pesos. So low denomination pesos, ready to give away. Ready to give away. Just this pocket is giveaway pocket. Okay. Be prepared. You know about the no jewelry, but if you do slip, be prepared to give it up. Don't mess with, and I'm going to show you a video in a second too. Don't mess with the latch for 5 minutes. They don't care anything about the latch. Pop it off. Give it up. Those 3 words may save your life. Just give it up. Give them here. Because all you want is for them to go away. You'll have a great story to tell, but at least you're around to tell that story. So give it up. Okay, a cheap or an old phone. I got so many, because I've upgraded my phones. I have smartphones from 3-4 years ago. Just factory reset the phone, get a throwaway Gmail account, and the phone still works because there's Wi-Fi everywhere. Remember, there's Wi-Fi in the park there. You can sit in Parque Yetis and use their Wi-Fi. Yes, there's Wi-Fi in the park. So, and Parque Poblado also. And there's parks and other stores. You go to the mall, use the mall's Wi-Fi, so you can use that phone. And plus, you don't need to be walking down the street on your phone anyway, because you're a mark. You're not paying attention. You're not aware. You're not aware. I went over the hidden money pouch. Okay. Yeah. And just bills dispersed in every pocket or sock. However you want to do it. Just have something prepared in one pocket to give away. So when they pat your pocket, you got something to give them. Boom, here. They want your gold chain? Pop, here. They want your watch? Pop, here. If you like me and you got to wear some sort of bracelet. Now, I like these bracelets. I like them with the magnet locks. I actually search these things out when I travel abroad. Give it up. It's magnetic. Pop it right off, but they're not even going to want that. They want something shiny. So stop wearing it shiny. Now, I went back and looked at a video of myself from 5 or 6 years ago when I went on tour to El Faro with Andres, my guide. And by all means, take the tours. Give something back while you're there. Don't just give something back. But I saw my video with him and I zoomed in on the back of my neck and I had on a silver chain. I thought, because I went there, I didn't wear my gold. I figured I download the silver. So if I got to give it up, I give up the silver. But I really should not have been wearing that at all. But again, that was 5 years ago. And I'm going to tell you the truth. It was much safer then. At least I felt much safer then. I didn't have any issues. So with that said, let me jump in a few of these videos. I'm going to rate these videos and just hopefully you get something out of it. And I'll see you on the other side. Okay, so here we got a local. This is a local establishment. He's running in with what looks like a 9mm automatic. Give up the stuff. Is it me or is she moving too slow to take things out of her ear? Give me that. Just see if you're prepared, just hand it to him. This cat should be gone already. I mean, think about it. It don't take long to hand over a watch, a couple of earrings, pop your own chain off. If you slip and you have on your jewelry and you forgot to take it off, or you didn't know anything about this video or how to act, snatch that whole thing off. It's taking too long for her to get that ring off. I mean, be prepared. First of all, don't have rings, don't have jewelry, all this stuff. They're locals. You know, I can't tell them right or wrong. It is what it is. But now, old girl's got a necklace too, and she's working on taking the clasps off. They don't care anything about the clasp, y'all. They're not running around reselling these things on the street. They're just going to melt it down. So give it up. Be ready. Snatch. That's it. Give it up. And he's out. Okay, guys. Like Razor Ray says, beware the motos. Okay, two cats on a motorcycle. You need to be concerned. Looking around, looking at you. First of all, let's play Spot the Tourist in this video. You see those shorts, right? Only out of everybody there, 2 sports shorts. Not, dress shorts, but sports shorts. I don't think I've even seen like dress shorts there. But they're going to hop off and he's just not prepared. It's shock. I mean, unless you've had this happen to you before, I can't imagine. I don't know how I would react, except I know to be prepared now. You saw him reach for the chain. He wants the chain. And he just shot in the air. And obviously I cut that piece. He's fine. He lost his eye, of course. But he's fine. That's the only reason, if I'm going to show a video like this and cut that particular part out, then everybody's going to help. There are so many good people that go out of their way to help. You need to recognize that. So not everybody is like some of the comments that I read last week, their way of getting rid of gringos. No, but watch this guy. He's hopping off and he's going to reach for the chain. First thing, snatch. He would have been gone. He may have asked for something else, but give it up. Now watch him. Boom. He shoots in the air, boom, and steal. And the guy still fought him back, and this is what happens. So be prepared, guys. That's all I'm saying. Be prepared. This is a quick one. Not sure if you remember Batman. Batman's coming in robbing with a machete. That's right. Now he fights back. So this is not what you want to do, and just runs him off. Now, some of these videos I'm neutral on because I really can't comment. I mean, they're in a position where they have to react quickly. Here, this guy comes up with a knife. The guy next to him notices, snatches a knife. And he's actually in a good position. He should have twisted it the other way, kick him. There you go. Just go all out. And it didn't work out for old boy in this robbery. They picked a couple of old cats that wasn't having it. So in some of these videos, hey, I'm all about the street justice. It is what it is. So he gets done. And I'm pretty sure he didn't get away. Okay, just showing this one because you need to know. Just like in the military, somebody pulls out a gun and takes a shot, how to hit the floor, how to hit the deck, hit the ground, hit the deck, guys. And hey, cover up the women if you can, And as a former bar manager, my thoughts are, man, how many people just skipped out on these bills? But yeah, hit the deck, guys. Okay, another quick one. Guy walks up, brandishes, pulls out, watch the international sign for I don't want no problem. Guy on the left. Pat your pockets, put your hands up. I don't want no problem. Go on and go. There comes a moto, and he's out. Now, here's another local. I'm showing this for one reason, to let you know that you don't know who anybody is. This is one where the good guy wins. He says, what? He goes, what? What you tell me? You going to do what? And he reaches in and grabs the guy's gun. And that was a problem. Throws a gun on the ground. Watch the girl. The girl's smart too. So she is part of it. She picked that gun up. This is what you see in the movie where you start yelling out, pick the gun up. She got it. Wrong day for old boy. I don't know why, but these piss me off more, messing with a girl. Okay, you got her chain, but now you want to take her bike. But the problem, I don't want to criticize any local because, who knows what's going to happen when you put yourself in this position. I'm just telling you as tourists and expats who live there to be prepared. Be prepared that this could happen. Now they're taking the bike and she's not happy with it. So she's not happy with it. But just give it up, guys. Just give it up. Okay, so this is one of my favorites. And not because they're getting robbed or nothing negative, but positive because the cat on the upper right-hand side, the guy smoking a cigarette, is just the coolest. And he does one thing. He does one thing to just throw them off. You'll see what I mean in a second. So everybody, give me this. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody else, you didn't get him? Okay, you look. He goes in his pockets and he throws his stuff on the floor. Now the guy in the helmet ain't leaning over to pick it up, so he's kind of lost. So after the fact, this guy just goes and picks his stuff up. Okay, now this one's not a robbery, and who's to say it's not a robbery because he's on camera? This was sent by one of my viewers. So do me a favor, let me know in the comment section. Matter of fact, shoot me an email. Let me know it was you if I can't find the email. But look at this guy. Is this not the sketchiest cat? Hand in bag, looking around, looking over his shoulder. I mean, is this, I mean, and I got to give it to the viewer I hope he has his camera hidden like he was just looking on camera. Okay, I'm not going to rate all these videos because who am I to say? But this right here is my winner for best reaction to how to get robbed. This guy walks in, he's with his family, and these people walking on the patio. Now watch him. Everybody, calmate, calmate. I guarantee you what he's saying. Calmate, watch his hand movements. Even the staff is panicking, and he's going, calmate. Everybody, calm down. Give it to him. Let's roll. Be out. Blessed. Now, if you watch my videos, you know this is my favorite video of all. This old boy hops on. Look, she snatches. Looks like it's money. I thought it was her cell phone, but she snatches money out. Here, you can take this phone, but you ain't getting this wad of cash. She had a big, looks like a wad of cash. I thought it was a higher quality cell phone, but and actually he's fooling with this other girl, and the other girl's fighting back. So the other girl wasn't prepared. So remember, weakest link. Remember, unlocked house, unlocked car. They're gonna go for those first. Did you see that? This is my girl right here. I want to meet her. Okay. I got to show you this one more time where the driver pulls up. He stops just like normal, opens the door, expecting a regular passenger to hop on. Now watch her closely on the left. She pulls out, I think it's money. Look. Oh, hot under her leg. Here. Oh, yeah, go on about your business. While the other girl is avoiding and fighting back. She's not prepared. This is what I want you to do, guys and gals. Be prepared. Now, this girl on the left, though, man, I love her. I got to meet her. This is how you get robbed. Okay, so there you go. You see, this is just my commentary on each video and how to react. If just because you see that gun, or he put the gun away, don't think it's time to jump him. I mean, and one other thing that again I got from Hammer, I used to say and I don't have it here. It's in my briefcase. My pen, my weapon pen. Did I try to take somebody's eye out? But that's just strong arm to strong arm. That's a straight up fight between you and somebody else that don't have a weapon. Okay, if he's bigger than you, I'm a full believer. And if somebody's bigger than you and they don't have a weapon, you got to pick up a stick or something and even it up. And I ain't got a problem with that. And I ain't got a problem with taking somebody's eye out. But he said, Rob, what if the dude is bigger than you? What if you had a few drinks? Because remember that evens things up. You may be behind and you get that pin and you think you got a little advantage. But what if you've been drinking? And what if he's bigger than you? Now he's going to win. So what Hammer does and recommends too, and asked me a while ago, this was a year ago, he told me, pass this on. Pepper spray. You heard me ask Carlton a few weeks ago. Pepper spray or some sort of CS gas. Carry that and be prepared. So if somebody hops out, I don't know, from a distance with a stick or a knife or something like that, you can shut him down from there. Just make sure it works, because don't pull out a one and it's empty or something. It don't work. And now this old boy's got a knife. And be prepared to run. I mean, just like the cat that got whipped up on by them chicks downtown El Centro, and the guy who was faking, creep camming and got busted. I mean, sometimes you got to run. I mean, at this point, I ain't got a problem with running from getting my ass beat. It's just simple as that. I mean, it is what it is. You can take that ass whipping on camera, but I'll run and maybe pick up something but you got to even it up somehow. But that spray would have evened that all up. That would have calmed them chicks down for real. You'd have been able to, it'd have been over right there. Then you can snap a knee or backwards or whatever you got to do. But I'm saying, do not challenge anybody with a gun or another weapon. Give it up. 3 words from this video again. If you give it up, give it up, give it up. And then before that, learn Spanish. Okay, guys, that's it for today. If I'm going to put out a couple of redo videos over the next few days, a couple of good ones though, so watch them. But because I know that some of the newer guys don't go back. By the way, for everybody who criticizes my videos, especially recently, saying and it just came on the scene, started watching me saying I'm being negative. I got about 1,000 videos. How many of them have you seen? Okay, so unless you've seen 100, 200 of my videos out of 1,000, if you've seen 10 to 20%, then you know that I'm pretty even keeled. Okay, so go back and watch those other videos. Could be on learning Spanish, could be on interviewing some of these girls, some who happen to be attorneys. I mean, interviewing the attorney, interviewing the brothers in Ecuador, and hopefully pray because hopefully there's good news coming for them soon. Or the Reeds, or any of the things that I've been dealing in for the past 5 years. Go back and watch those videos before you criticize. Otherwise, then you're being totally unfair by saying that I am being negative because of the last 4 or 5 videos about Americans being killed. Those videos came up because Americans got killed or passed. Oh, by the way, the explosion, the chimney explosion, that is not an unheard occurrence. I was looking for video to back up when I redid on the second gentleman that passed away recently, and found that it happened to a girl earlier this year. So there is a type of model, there's some cheap model that they promote and they put out. It's like there's no pictures, but the best I can tell, it's like one of these fake fireplaces that go up against the wall, but the fire is actually induced by some sort of gas or alcohol. And at some point, either you mix it or you think it's actually emptied out while you're trying to replace it and relight it, and the gas is accumulated inside it and it explodes. So this is not unheard of for this to happen. So first of all, no real need to have a fireplace down there because the weather's good. But I know if you just want to be romantic or something like that, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you at that point. But just rest assured, I would say at this point, just stay away from any gas type heaters or whatever they are, fireplace chimneys, they're calling it, because this happened to a female ball player there. I think she's a soccer player. So be careful with those things. This is not unheard of. This can happen. Again, this is just an announcement. If it helps one person, just stay away from the fireplaces. Then I'm good with that. Again, I do my videos for one person to go down, have a good time, come back, and have a story to tell, and want to go back. So some of you guys have the countdown on their countdown. I'm not going because it's $700 for me to go from here. And that's even without luggage. Now I want to add luggage. Now, if I want to pick my seat, I'm up at $850. Now the Airbnb is going to cost me another $400 to $600 for the week. Even if I work, it ain't worth it. So guess where I'm going? Back to Guatemala next Friday. And I'm going for a week. And I'm looking right now and researching on YouTube, of course. And I found where I'm going to go and what I'm going to do. And I'm taking you along with me. Again, remember to travel, but travel safe.
Thanks for hitting like. Thanks for hitting like. DC Born Rob.
So, hey girl, thanks for coming by my place.
No worries. You mind if our girlfriend can come by with us?
Hell no. This is why I watch DC Rob.
Headed to Medellin, Colombia? See my guy Andres with Nomad Travel for safe airport pickups and drop-offs and tours. Contact information in the description below.